You're right, I'm Average Joe, and this is Minutes to Make. Recently, I've been getting into my photography and videography a hell of a lot more. I've got a brand new Instagram account dedicated to it if you want to check it out. I recently got one of my photos printed in a large scale, so in this video I'm going to show you how I mount it, but without a frame. Trying to mount posters and artwork can be really awkward to get them aligned correctly, so I started with an oversized board of 12mm MDF. This meant when I applied the spray adhesive and lay the photo in place, I didn't have to worry about the edges not lining up. Once the adhesive was dry, I took the board over to my bandsaw to cut away the bulk of the extra material. I wanted to get rid of the white border from this print, so I cut as close as I could to the photo itself while leaving a small amount of white border. Again, I didn't have to worry about cutting a perfectly straight line because I could deal with that in the next step. To get a perfectly straight line that follows the outline of the photo, I used the bearing guided straight bit in my router. This would follow the straight edge of a scrap board that I have. This board is a bit rough, so I covered the underside with some brown paper and painter's tape. This will just prevent it from messing up the photo. I could then line it up with the edge of the photo and clamp it in place. The bearing from the router bit will follow the straight edge of the board, cutting away all the material that sticks out. Any remnants of the photo paper can be easily removed with a little bit of sandpaper. It works much better to lightly sand in a downward motion. It soon reveals a nice crisp edge. This process gets repeated for all four sides of the photo. With that done, it's time to paint the edges of the MDF. I went with black to match the black and white image, but it could be painted the same colour of your walls, or even a vibrant contrasting colour to add more interest to the piece. I also painted a small border on the back of the board, just in case you could see it slightly when it was on the wall. The next step isn't necessary, but I did give the back and sides one coat of spray lacquer just to help seal the MDF and protect the paint. To mount the board on the wall, I used some command strips. These are self-adhesive Velcro style strips that work great and are easily removable from the wall if need be. I brought mine from Amazon, so I will leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description below. Now the photo could be mounted to the wall by simply pressing it into place. Because the strips are Velcro, it can be tweaked luckily to make sure it's all level and straight. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. As you can appreciate, I've got my video lights on, so that's causing a bit of glare at the moment, but it looks great in person when you haven't got really bright LEDs shining at it. I think this would be a great method for mounting family photos, your own photographs that you've had printed, artwork that you've maybe had printed, but also for mounting posters. Just gives it a little bit more rigidity and it looks a lot more professional too, in my opinion anyway. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Before I go, I want to say a massive thank you to all my Patreon supporters. I really can't begin to thank you all enough, guys, so thank you so much for your support. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you click the subscribe button and then click the bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.